So I'm in the car on my way to give a sound healing session, and it's early in the morning, and it was absolutely thick grey cloud covering everything. And I was just pondering the nature of sound creating form and realising that energy creates, in a sense you could say, energy is equal to matter, E equals mc squared. Let's just say E equals m. So energy is equal to matter. So these energies or entities are created through these sonic frequencies that we either embody or we listen to or we're conscious of or not conscious of. The consciousness within us, the frequencies within us, and also around our biofield, in the air, in the atmosphere. So I was thinking about how energies and entities are created and how they come through the layers of consciousness, from formlessness, from frequency into manifestation. And that takes whatever time it takes. Anyway, that's another story. And I was thinking, well, hey, hang on a second, I don't really like these grey clouds. We get sprayed skies all the time, and, that level of consciousness that creates these, chemtrails and all of that, well, that's a frequency too. And whether they're spraying mercury or salt or whatever it is that's creating these clouds, like the darker clouds or whatever, I was thinking, well, hang on a second. That which is in us is greater than that which is external to us, because we embody the all that is within our DNA, regardless of whether we're aware of it or not. And if sound creates form, then the frequencies that I'm carrying can get rid of those clouds. And I remember when I was a child, I used to stare a hole in the clouds regularly, and I thought, wouldn't it be nice today if I could actually just ask and say, well, you've said that, let's say you as an external representation, faith moves mountains. Now, what does that actually mean? Faith moves mountains. Well, it's the anatomy of faith. It's the frequency of faith that moves the mountain. Okay, so I have faith, and I had faith that I could stare a hole in the clouds. Now, I haven't done it for 50 years, minus once when I was about 30. And I just drove along and, thought, yeah, I'll just stare a hole in the clouds, and I have faith that there's going to be blue sky from here down to where I'm going. Let there be blue sky. Let my faith show me that there's going to be blue sky. I could cry. I am so blown away, because as I made my prayer and I said all of these clouds are now dissolving into whatever and dissipating, and the frequency of faith is greater than that which is creating those clouds, I am now looking at blue sky. And I mean blue sky as a channel down this motorway. It's grey sky over there, grey sky over there, but it's blue sky where I am staring. I swear to you, it's absolutely amazing. And there's blue sky behind me. And so I'm like, what? Did this just happen? It did. It absolutely happened. And then I just really got it. I just thought, faith moves mountains. What is faith? Faith is frequency. Frequency, the highest frequency, one of the highest frequencies, I should say, besides love, is faith. Oh my good God. Faith. And so, it's like we could burn white wine vinegar, or we could put it in a bowl outside and hope that's going to get rid of the chemtrails. And maybe it would, because there's a certain frequency of white wine vinegar. However, why don't we just put our minds together and remember that sound creates form or uncreates it? So I've been busy uncreating. Can you see that sunshine? I'm telling you now, it's just unreal. So I wasn't just thinking about that. I was also thinking about something else. Oh my gosh, it's actually really sunny right now on me. Hey, hey, hey. So I was thinking about how we're exposed to these sonic frequencies. I'm going to just overtake this dustbin man. How we are exposed to these sonic frequencies in our lives, consciously or unconsciously, and how that can create dissonance within us if we're not aware. And of course, it's really hard sometimes, isn't it, to maintain that awareness when you become kind of swamped or drowned in the toxic soup, that sometimes you find yourself in externally. It's like, oh, I didn't mean to wander into this complete toxic nonsense. I actually meant to stay on my path. But sometimes, it's like the magnetism of what you're feeling creates a latent effect. But let's go back a step. Remembering that emotions are magnetic and thoughts are electric. So if let's just say you're having an emotion, maybe you've got triggered, maybe you have an emotion about something, or maybe you have a reaction. Let's just say you have a reaction to somebody who cut you up on the motorway. Let's just hope that doesn't happen right now. Let's just say you have a reaction, and then you stay in that frequency. Well, that magnetic pull will just pull more of the same stuff in. And of course, we know that sound and frequency create form, so therefore that will create or manifest something, whether it's now or 3 weeks later. It's going to manifest more of the same shit, and hence you get stuck. So one can get stuck in one's own umska forever if if you don't make a change. Now, sometimes it's really difficult to make a change if you've been in bed for 10 years, or you literally can't walk, or you've got something going on that is heavy. That's when you need people to come along and get you out the mud. Now, when I was in the mud, must have been, let's see, where are we now? 2024, 2040. Yes, about 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I was almost halfway through my 7-year spiritual cleanse, where I was literally hammered into shape. Thank you God, for pouring spiritual bleach all over me. I was hammered. Oh my gosh, I lost everything except one thing, and that's my beautiful daughter and the love that I had for her and have for her. Everything else was stripped away. Thank you. I'm glad it was, because it needed to go. And so when you find yourself literally in a pile of poo, thinking, oh my God, how did I get here? Let's just examine, right, how you can just be pulled out of that. Let's pull you out of that, right? Then we'll detox the body, the mind, and the emotions. We'll get rid of all the parasites, spiritual, mental, and physical, and start from there. So, there are these beautiful videos online of incredible people who find beings like elephants stuck in mud pools, or just like literally drowning, and they pull them out with a tractor or something. And in some ways, that's what I do, that's what I'm doing, and that's what happened to me. I was literally rescued through the grace of God, through grace and through forgiveness and through love and through universal compassion and people. And it took a number. I was a bit heavy. I still am a bit heavy. It took a number of people to act like a tractor and save me, pulling me out of my own mud. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget them. And so grateful to them forever and ever. And I'm grateful for the divine spirit that moved them to do that. So it's just a little revelation as I'm driving along here, now staring at blue sky. Oh, I've been talking, so that bit of sky needs doing. So I'm just going to focus on that and enjoy the process of making great big holes in the clouds. So have a beautiful day, and hopefully I'll be able to upload this video soon. And what date is it? I have no idea. It's coming towards the end of May 2024, and all I can say is that I'm so grateful for my life and so grateful for the people in my life and for the revelations, the realizations that I'm having on this plane.